Minecraft creator Marcus Notch. Person Kari Cornell. A boy and his computer. Marcus Person having the same dream since he was a boy. In the dream, he is playing with his friends in the woods near his childhood home. Marcus loses his way and begins to realize he is truly lost. Finally, he stumbles upon a path that leads him home. Parts of this dream have made their way into Minecraft, the unique and popular video game Marcus designed in 2009. The game includes Lego-like blocks that players use to build whatever they like. It has sold better than anyone, even Person, ever expected. Early years. Marcus Alexis Person was born in Stockholm, Sweden on June 1st, 1979. His mother was a nurse. His father worked for a Swedish railroad and loved tinkering with computers. Marcus grew up in Edsbyn, a small town in Swedish countryside. Person's childhood hobbies like play with Lego bricks influenced his career as an adult. Marcus' hometown of Edsbyn, Sweden has many of land and wood for him to explore. He and his friends spent their summers playing in the woods and sports. In winter, Marcus spent hours playing with Lego blocks. He built complex spaceships and cars only to tear them apart to create something new. Marcus' love of Lego blocks would later appear in the games he developed. When Marcus was 7, his father bought a Commodore 198, one of the best personal computers available at the time. Marcus and his father spent the whole evening reading through the manual and plugging in cables. The computer came with a few games, but Marcus was more interested in the simple programming instructions included in the manual. When he typed in the code, he could make the computer do things like scroll text up or down on the screen. He also began typing code that was printed on the backs of the video game magazines. An ad for the Marcus' love of Lego blocks would later appear in the games he developed. An ad for the Commodore 198, a popular computer in the 1980s that Marcus used to learn how to program to match the versatility, expandability, and higher intelligence of the new Commodore 198, and it cost less too. TikTok. My sister would read the lines out to me and I would tap them into the computer. After a while, I figured out that if you didn't type out exactly what they told you, then something different would happen when you finally ran the game. That sense of power was intoxicating. Marcus Person. Within a year, Marcus was writing his own computer programs for simple text adventure games. In this type of game, readers read along the screen and type specific text to move through the story. At first, Marcus didn't know how to save what he had did, but each time he turned off the computer, his program was lost. Well, Marcus didn't care. He would just power it up and start all over again. He loved learning how to control the computer. Birth of a gamer. In 1986, Marcus and his family moved to Stockholm. Marcus had a hard time fitting his new school. Eventually, he made a few friends who were interested in computers as he was. Together, they played video games, including The Bard's Tale. They also played role-playing board games, creating their own fantasy world complete with monsters, dragons, and elves. Markus loved these games and often led the group by inventing the stories and making challenges for the other players. Markus' role-playing games allowed Markus to be creative and connect with friends. When Markus was 12, his parents discovered and his father divorced and his father moved away. Markus took his mind off these troubles and playing video games and programming. Sometimes Markus was so focused on programming that he didn't want to go to school. He would tell his mother that he didn't feel well and spent the entire day in front of the computer. Although Markus did very well in school, few classes interested him. At 14, Markus already knew that he wanted a job creating video games. The one computer programming class at high school was too easy. On the first day of class, Markus sat down and programmed his own version of the computer game, Pong, based on ping pong. His teacher saw his work and told him he didn't have to come back until the last day for the final test. Markus easily earned an A in the class. Programming and playing computer games helped Mark cope during troubled times at home. Pong, one of the first popular video games. Chapter 2. Beginning a programmer. PERSSON left high school in 1997 to take a job as a computer programmer, but not as a game company. He grew bored with the job and left after about 6 months. Soon after, a recession hit and jobs in the computer industry became much harder to find. He lived with his mother, created his own games, and entered a computer game programming competitions. He wasn't making any money, but he was getting better at writing code. His mother encouraged him to take programming classes to get him out of the house. He took a class in a programming language called C++. PERSSON worked for a couple of years at the game distributor called Gamma Foundation. Then in 2004, he landed his dream job. He was hired as a programmer at a popular video game company, Midisplayer, later called King.com. PERSSON was one of the first programmers they hired. TikTok. What separated Markus from other developers and King was he had a deep knowledge about games. Markus had a little bit of everything in him. He's more than a one-man show. Tom Cheshire, writer for Wired. He couldn't believe he was finally working as a video game programmer. His first challenge was to learn the programming language ActionScript. He picked it up and impressed his coworkers with his skills, bending the rules. Before long, PERSSON was teaching new employees how to write the code for games. One of these employees was Jacob Porser, and two quickly became friends. Porser and PERSSON shared a passion for video games. They also both loved playing the card game Magic the Gathering. Porser's dream was to develop a video game based on Magic. He and PERSSON spent lunch hours and time after work talking about how they might develop it. The player held Magic the Gathering cards. Meanwhile, PERSSON was busy working his own new games in their free time. But Midisplayer had rules against employees developing their own games. After posting his latest game on the company network and inviting car workers to try it, PERSSON was fired. PERSSON wasn't too upset about having to leave mid-display. However, he learned a lot in the 4 years he worked there, and he had developed more than 25 games. But he was ready to move on. More than anything, PERSSON wanted to be in charge of his own games. He wanted to have the freedom to create interesting games he liked instead of worrying about new games he would sell. PERSSON quickly found a new job at the album, an online personal photo album site. He became friends with a business executive at the company called Cornell. Because the company was not in business of creating video games, PERSSON was free to develop his games on his own time. And that's just what he did. Carl Monet, who worked at PERSSON at the album. Chapter 3: Minecraft Mania. On a quiet weekend in May 2009, PERSSON sat down on a whole computer and wrote the code for a game he had been thinking about for a while. But he was stunned. The game didn't look finished, but he liked it that way. In fact, he left part of the game unfinished so players could have a role in how the game developed. PERSSON's new game called Minecraft provided a digital world where players are free to explore the landscape. Most players decide to settle down and begin building with a supply of bricks that they could use to create whatever they like. They mine for resources like gold, wool, or wood. The only real object of the game is to finish building a secure shelter before nightfall when monsters and zombies come to attack. Players are also free to work in creative mode where monsters don't exist. Minecraft's simple world and young players participate in a Minecraft tournament on August 9, 2014. Minecraft's simple world and the freedom for the players to explore made it an instant hit. TikTok. Infinite power isn't just very interesting. It's much more fun when you have a limited tool to set against the odds. Usually, a new player to Minecraft doesn't make it through the first night. They're just not prepared for the danger. It's a harsh lesson, but it established the rules. MARKUS PERSSON. An instant success. On May 17, 2009, PERSSON released Minecraft Online through Tixor, a site for game players and creators. Almost immediately, he was selling about 400 downloads of the game per day at a price of $6 each. In the first year, Minecraft sold about 20,000 downloads. By the end of 2010, PERSSON was selling that many downloads each day. He was amazed by the game's instant success. The game was selling like crazy, and it wasn't even finished. On Tixor, players give ideas and feedbacks about the game. Every Friday, PERSSON read the player comments and updated the game with new features. By inviting players to have a say in the shaping of Minecraft, PERSSON earned the respect and loyalty of millions of fans. As Minecraft grew in popularity, fans began to gather each year for a convention called Minecon. TikTok. Their game design rules that are carved in stone about teaching people to play, having objectives, a character, and adversary. Minecraft threw all that away. There is an active, rabid community of gamers who create mods, everything from playable musical instruments to falling meteors to tornadoes. Peter Molyneux, game designer. In 2010, PERSSON decided to adopt the name Notch when he was alive. Notch was a name he always used in TikToks, and he decided to use whenever he communicated with fans and players. Using a different name made the usually shy person more comfortable voicing his opinions on video games. Today, most fans know PERSSON as Notch. The popularity of Minecraft made PERSSON a household name among gamers. A new era. Chapter 4. A new era. For years, PERSSON and PERSSON had dreamed of starting their own game development company. In late 2010, they finally quit their day jobs to start Mojang, which means gadget in Swedish. They hired in Cornell, PERSSON's friend from Jelbum, to handle the business details while PERSSON and PERSSON focused on game development. Mojang was soon making a profit as sales for Minecraft continued to climb. Within the company's first year, they hired several new employees. Minecraft was Mojang's focus, but PERSSON also encouraged PERSSON to develop his idea for a computer game based on Magic: The Gathering. As programmers at work in the Mojang company office. As Minecraft popularity grew, the game won several industry awards and praise from game developers. Minecraft has become a worldwide phenomenon. Fans gathered online to talk about the game. They shared instructions for the easiest way to make different items and created Minecraft. Players also posted photos of their own Minecraft creations, including the Taj Mahal, the Eiffel Tower, and even planet Earth. Passionate fans spent PERSSON hundreds of comments each day about the ways to improve Minecraft. After a while, this became too much for him. In 2011, he handed control of Minecraft development and updates to Jens Bergensten, the lead game developer at Mojang. TikTok. I cannot build anything close to what other players do. Something about exploring is just very fun to me. Markus PERSSON. Real life problems. In 2011, Minecraft sales were continuing to climb, and PERSSON had recently gotten married. Then, a few days before Christmas, PERSSON learned that his father had taken his own life. PERSSON was devastated. In the months following his father's death, PERSSON and his wife divorced. He focused on new projects to keep his mind off his problems. He began work on a new game called OX10C. The new game was based on Minecraft but set in space. The game included many advanced features such as a computer that players could program themselves. Eventually, PERSSON gave up on OX10C. He decided if he wasn't ready to tackle such a large project. Meanwhile, Minecraft's popularity continued to grow. In November 2013, Mojang hosted more than 7,500 fans, and many dressed as their famous Minecraft characters at a convention in Orlando, Florida. By June 2014, Minecraft has sold a whopping 54 million copies. Mojang partnered with Lego and other toy companies. Minecraft Lego kits, books, foam swords, and costumes filled store shelves. But all the hype was starting to wear a person down. He was tired of hearing fan complaints about the game. He also learned that some fans were eagerly making money off Minecraft. In September 2014, PERSSON sold Mojang to Microsoft for $2.5 billion. Fans and Mojang employees were shocked by the news, but PERSSON made no apologies. He thanked his fans for the support through the years. He told them that they would always be the true owners of Minecraft. Fans posed with Minecraft-style swords at the 2013 Minecraft convention. PERSSON addresses the audience during opening ceremonies at the 2013 Minecraft convention. Something new. PERSSON and Porzer has started a new game development company called Rubber Brain, based in Stockholm. PERSSON tries to focus on having fun instead of trying to create a game that is better than Minecraft. Even PERSSON believes it's not possible for him to develop a game that comes close. Fans will just have to wait and see. PERSSON tries to focus on having fun to make up for all the time he spent working when he was younger.